Hi Toasters, it's me, Joseph Landriscina, and I'm going to talk to you about the next episode in Dragon Ball Z series, the, the ninth episode of the first season, The Strangest Robot. Now, before we get into that episode, I will talk about a little thing I forgot to mention in the last episode. Johan goes bananas, in which I forgot to mention about a major character in the show, Yajirobe, the tubby samurai with the hair of Reddit's with a badass samurai sword. Now, the reason I see he's a major character is that he does something very important in the next big fight against Vegeta in particular. So the reason why I bring him up again is because he reminded me of a friend of mine from high school that sadly passed away a few years ago, and he reminded me of Ryan Gavitt because he had the same build and the same attitude as Ryan Gavitt. Also, I think he had the same voice as him too. So before we get on with the rest of this vlog, talk about the episode, let me just say something about Ryan. That was funny. On my graduation day, we had there were a bunch of us. We were all standing in line, to get our diplomas and stuff like that. And the administrators took turns in saying, "Good luck, have a nice trip, very congratulatory with that." But and when it we all got like hugs and kisses and stuff from these people. But it was funny because all the people that were of Mexican descent didn't get any special treatment. They got no hugs and no kisses. So Mr. Gavitt took it upon himself to bring up this little issue with everybody because he gave them both the thing of salute as he passed by them. He gave no hugs and he gave no shits, but he did give them what they deserved, the salute double time. So, Godspeed to you, Ryan Gavitt. You spoke your mind, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of you because of your friend. And yeah, he does fit in with Yajirobe. I'm sure that if Ryan Gavitt were here to see the show, I don't even know if he was a fan of the show, but I'm sure he would love to. Um, I'm sure that he would love to be considered like character from the anime. So, Yajirobe was introduced in the series in Dragon Ball before the actual show that I'm talking about here, and it was pretty awesome. I didn't know exactly what he did in this show, but he was pretty badass. So yeah, there was that. So now on with this show of the episode of Dragon Ball Z, ninth episode of the first season, The Strangest Robot. Now, before this episode, I consider one of the other episodes be partially filler because some could get away with cutting out the part of it and it would still be run by in the main series of the show. But this episode, I will consider it on filler because this episode is you could cut up the entire thing and it wouldn't affect any flow of anything whatsoever. No, we begin the episode with Gohan being just given new set of clothes and brand new sword from Piccolo because he was naked and afraid. He still is afraid in many aspects, but I would think that clothes branding ability would be kind of useful for when in the later episode he plays Nappa and then Goku. And then Goku fights Frieza. Spoiler alert. And probably Vegeta and quite a few other people that go without any clothing. And what does Gohan do when he first wakes up? Why he takes a piss? He takes a piss right there in the middle of the screen. Very lovely, very classy, very classy Toei armor. Now, the reason why this is considered is because they probably had to they probably had to stretch out the time of the show to meet the production of the Dragon Ball comic or manga, which you prefer. But this is actually pretty awesome because besides him taking piss and stuff, we got to see his new sword, Gohan's new sword in action. Now, I want you to keep in mind that this thing with the sword will come into place later on in future episodes. In particular, the Majin Buu arc, where he fights with Buu we trained with Buu with a giant sword. Much like uh, the legend of God, where with the song all about jazz. But nice little turn out for the comic book, for the manga that I just read here was that they are Goku and his son and offspring of that and Vegeta and so on and so forth. They're aliens from planet Vegeta and they turn into Greek monkeys when they view the full moon at night and they get the tails and stuff. But when they get the tails fall off or snipped or whatever, the number one, the power decreases, and two, they can't walk right. They get off balance. That was a nice little carryover from this manga to the actual show. But in this one, it was Goku that was affected, and in this one, it's Gohan that's affected. And that was a nice little treat for me to read and for me to read over. The next part is Gohan wants to get breakfast, which quite obvious. Then he goes to this pond and he's almost eaten alive by a crocodile or an alligator, whichever species it was meant to be. Now, I have a problem with this part because The alligator crocodile can spring forward real fast from the water and make less living hell for those that they are trying to chase down and eat. But but the problem is that when the other water, let's say that like uh 10 feet out of the water from the water edge, for example, they lose their speed, they lose their power, their endurance to go out to prey. So in this one, it chasing Gohan with the same speed and power that he would be at the water edge, which I don't agree with. And then he's attacked by a mountain lion, a puma, and there's always something bigger and better waiting to get you. Because after they give it to Puma and he fights him over the sword and stuff, he's attacked by, I think it's like an eagle. So the eagle gets him in its hands and starts to fly away with old bugger. So then all of a sudden a pterodactyl appears and tries to eat him, and eagle drops him into a chasm with a big hole in it. And then you discover the strangest robot, which remind me of TikTok from the from the movie Return to Oz. Now this robot is very, it's kind of has the voice of like C3PO, but a lot meaner and a lot more sarcastic. Whereas if C3PO was meant to be more of a mannerism robot, this one just wants to be left alone and wants nothing to do with Gohan in his adventure. But Gohan wants to escape the little cave. Oh wait, I remember now. He fell into town. He fell into like a big pit of sand. A hole in the bottom. Now, I thought this would be like kind of like a giant inline mountain, where they could win, kind of like the solid pit in Star Wars, but it was based on an antlion, which pretty much the same thing. But they didn't do that. Instead, they made it fall into like a ruin area, which, let me just say that it looked like an ancient Egyptian type setup, and he makes reference to it in one of his books. Now, but I should tell you that I never saw this type of before in my life, so it's good that I'm finally seeing it for the first time. So, they also tend to perpetuate this myth that if you talk loud enough, it'll cause like a big cave in the sand. Now I've heard of this for like say for avalanche and snow and ice, but not for sand and rubble. Now he has to find a way out before he starts to death and die. Although Angel Piccolo will come and get him if that comes down to it. So this robot is very rude and very annoying, and I think they want to stay sleeping. Now, his parcels up, and um, he begrudgingly tells Gohan that the pathway up to the hole that leads to the ravine that Gohan can't go out because he's a big in the woods, and this creature, this robot, comes into them, leave me alone, go find your way out, go away. We Gohan responds that, I'm hungry, I'm crying and stuff. Now that's good for him, but then we cut back and forth to Goku on his way. Now Goku is hungry too, and he sleeps sometimes too. Now my question is, if Goku is fully dead, he's not partially dead, he's all dead. Why in God's name would he need food? And why would he need to sleep? I understand that he has to his body, but why would he need to eat burgers like he wants to do? He ends up eating clothes that are in the surrounding area buffet type style. But I don't even know what they taste like, or if they're very nutritional or whatnot. So then this robot becomes itself kind of friend, over a good friend, and which took Gohan to shut up, whining, crying, a little closer to being kind of dubious, but still. And he instructs Gohan to go over to the corner, catch mushrooms, and to eat them and stuff. But Gohan can't eat the mushrooms raw, so he finds out the robot is a capsule caught robot, like the capsule caught. Now, I would think that the robot can cook his food the way he not like makes it. He didn't tell the robot how he gonna mix it. So it's kinda on him that doesn't taste good. So then they show up. The robot is stuck in the ground. And this is a good question. If he's a capsule robot, wouldn't it make sense that Gohan could just with a button or something make that robot in capsule form and then Gohan could take him out whenever he wanted to. Anyway, something happens. Gohan cries a lot, and he makes big to do fiasco, and that war and come down, and the robot catches it, and he kept it behind the deck like this, kind of awkward. But he said, open up my head, my visor, and connect the power turbo socket down, connect the two wires together, so that I can increase power to my servos and get you out of here. So he does. Now, I could swear I've heard this story before, in which robots about humans begrudgingly, and then it sacrifices themselves. I think it sounds similar to what happened to me too, but I'm not sure about that. When I cover it, anyway, the robot doesn't have power to thank him, but this was the one when they're back. So when he opens up his visor, it's more of like a liquid, it's more of a liquid glass. So when the robot it damaged, it's more of like or cracked. So is it liquid or is it hard glass? So they showed this robot going, you know, pounding up to the maximum, pulling a hole that's in. Could done anything that wanted to, even though it was to get need the wire to get there. So go on, then it's flung out of the hole and under the other side of ravine, and the robot ends up getting crushed by debris, and this really good stuff. Random rock things, and with that much dinner, I don't think it could lasted the scene or have reached in to to how long the night's worth. When you lost me and I'm a human. So then the robot is crushed, and then go on like, Mr. Robot, you know, please come back to me. And the robot would like a very cheap goodbye. Now, what I'm doing at this point here, wouldn't go on, even though he's like 6 or 7 or whatever the age is, when he's used to technology and robots. Now, when he knows that there's no personality behind them, and that when he realized that, that a robot just like button away from going blank forever, he got to it emotional attached to that thing. Just about knowing anything about the serial number or the model number, stuff like that. I think also that when various fans like Wilma or somebody else could just fix it if they came to any of the parts, or could just buy new ones. Look out, look at old power. But yeah, and then afterwards, get promised to get stronger, and he promises not to become emotionally attached to it. And after claiming, promise to the robot to continue being stronger and push himself forward. Or, or he could just switch back to life with Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball. That was the 9th episode of the season, called The Strangest Robot. Anyway, if you have any more suggestions for me, don't subscribe to my channel or contact me by my cell phone at 631 707 3707, or if you want to, you can email me at jjthegchannel at gmail.com, or project email info is my Twitter. So, thank you for watching, and salute you guys. Aloha, and have fun. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the first manga that I've read, kind of thing, that I'm reading it over, alongside my favorite anime, the first anime that I've ever watched. So, even though it's not one translation, being that I watched a Z, and there's a delicacy thing for it, ball. So, you know, don't give away any spoilers for me. This is the first three books combined. So, Yeah, it's a young guy.